Hey friends! It was so much fun seeing you yesterday on conferences. It really made me miss all of you, but I loved seeing you. And I'm glad y'all are finding some really great things about learning from home. That was great to hear. But I also heard a lot of you say the thing you miss the most are your friends. So today, for reading, we're going to read one of my favorite characters. I bet y'all can guess. Who does Miss Armstrong love? Who do we watch videos of on rainy days? Yep, Little Bear. The story that we're going to read today is Your Friend Little Bear, and it has Emily and Little Bear in it. And in this story, instead of it being almost summer like it is for us, this is the end of summer. And Emily and Little Bear are not going to see each other. And at the end of the story, Little Bear decides to write Emily a letter. So we thought it would be fun for you to choose somebody to write a letter to. You might want to write to somebody in our class, somebody that you miss seeing that you normally would play with every day at recess. And you might want to pick maybe your grandparents. Maybe you haven't gotten to see them because of this stay at home, and so you would like to write them a letter. Or maybe you have some cousins that normally you go on a vacation with and you might not get to do that, so you could write them a letter. But I'd really like you to write a real letter and put it in an envelope and get a stamp for it and send it in the mail. That is a fun thing. It's a treat when something comes in the mail for you, so I think you would really make somebody's day. Now, I want you to remember, we haven't done this a lot, but we wrote a few little things. Remember when we read Frog and Toad, and Toad wrote Frog a letter, and then y'all pretended to write a letter? So just like when we did that, I'm going to hold this up. In a letter, remember, you're always going to have a greeting. So that's the part at the top that says, Dear, whoever you're going to write. Little Bear wrote Emily. So your dear is going to be with a capital D, and whoever's name you write, that's going to be with a capital letter too. And then the middle, and this will be a page in the story that you read today, so you'll have this to look at. But in the middle, that's called the body of the letter. So just the top is the head, kind of like your head, and then the middle part, just like we have a middle part, that's our body, that's the body. So that's when you maybe ask how your friend or your grandparent is doing. You might share some things that you've been doing, that you've been enjoying. Maybe they don't know that you're learning from home. Maybe they didn't know you got a new bike and you've learned how to ride your bike. So share some things that you're doing and ask how they are. And maybe that way they'll write you back. And then at the bottom is where you're gonna say, Your Friend Little Bear, or best wishes, or see you soon. And that's going to be uppercase, and then below it, right down there, you write your name. So not beside it, but below it. So use this page as an example of how you write your letter. And you might want to draw a picture to include on it of something that you've been doing. So what I would like you to do is, once you have decided who you're going to write, I would love for you to tell everybody in your discussions. Okay, so that's that little tab on the left of our Schoology page, and you can tell us who you decided to write to. Grandparents, friends, cousins, whoever it might be. You might even write to the mail person to tell them thank you for all that they're doing during this time. We're going to continue in math with our double digit, but guess what? Subtraction. Yep. So the thing to remember in subtraction is the bigger number has to be at the top. Remember, we've talked about that they go vertically. So the biggest number has to always be at the top. With addition, doesn't matter. With subtraction, the larger number, the greater number is at the top, and then the smaller number is below it. Same thing like addition. You start in the ones. Draw that little arrow to help remind you. Start in the ones and subtract that first, then do the tens. That way the problem doesn't seem quite so big, and then you'll have your answer. So I hope y'all will enjoy that. That was great for me to hear also that y'all have enjoyed doing lots of math. Love hearing that. So y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoy the story as much as I did. I just thought since we're been talking about friends, that would be a fun story for us to read. And I can't wait to read about who you are writing your letter to. So be sure to share that in discussions, and y'all have a great day.